It has been far too long. We are back in the studio for a brand new counterattack. USC and Stanford meeting this past weekend in men's water polo. Plus, our NorCal Golf Tournament returns to Orinda. It's all coming up next on the counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the counterattack. We start first with men's college water polo. Conference season has arrived. Some of the best teams in the country getting together. That was the case this past Saturday on the farm. Stanford playing host to USC. Pac-12 Network was there. Let's take a quick look at some of the highlights. Head out to the farm. Stanford taking on USC, number 3 Cardinal versus number 1 Trojans. Excellent game here throughout, high level intensity. Cardinal going front big early on, powered by 4 huge goals from Ben Halleck. USC, second half, they start to battle back. Hannes Dobé, another member of Team USA, he had 6 goals in this one. USC roaring back. Stanford able to hang on late, win this one by 2, and you'd suspect a change coming in the top 10 in men's college water polo this week. Now we go on to a couple of thrilling highlights, and it's a great time to be on the Fresno Pacific men's water polo team. 2 big buzzer beaters this past weekend. First up, Friday morning, Fresno Pacific, Cal Lutheran, all tied at 9. Not for long, Garth Vertigal answers the call.
Unos the fair challenge.
Then we go later in the weekend. A high-scoring affair, to put it mildly. Fresno Pacific and Chapman tied at 17, but then Michael Hicks from way downtown. They tell us it went in. The results bear it out. Fresno Pacific wins at 18-7. What a finish. And from there, we head off to our Cap 7 college scoreboard. Here are some other key results from this past weekend in men's college water polo. And we start out east. Harvard falling to Brown 11-9. The Crimson with that big win over Cal earlier in the year. That comeback versus Princeton shows you just how tough it is to win every day in conference play. Pepperdine edging Long Beach State by 2. Redlands taking out the Fordham Rams 5-4. And Pacific 2 goals better than UC Irvine 11-9. Now we go to the state of Georgia, and the high school champions have been crowned for 2018. In Division I, boys, congrats to the Norcross Blue Devils for taking the title. The girls' state champion, it goes to the Wildcats team. Division II, Collins Hill Eagles takes it. And Division III, St. Pius, the Lions winning it. Congrats to all of the champions from the state of Georgia. We'll be sure to recognize all the upcoming high school state champs as teams are crowned around the nation. Sticking with Northern California, this past Monday was the USA Water Polo Northern California Golf Tournament at the Orinda Country Club. Another great day for everyone in the water polo community to enjoy some time on the golf course, but also support our USA Water Polo national teams. Take a quick look back at a fun event.
It was super fun at the golf tournament today. It was fun to see the faces behind all the people who support USA Water Polo and our team. And it's super cool to see the community of people in NorCal. We saw a lot of women out here, which was great too. So yeah, it was super fun, and I would totally do it again.
Now to Laguna Beach last week, where we celebrated our friends at Tier introducing their brand new Venzo competition suit. While we were there, caught up with a couple of Olympic swimmers to ask them about our favorite sport, water polo.
I don't think I've ever. I think we played once.
Yeah.
While I was on my club team, it was just like for fun.
Sure.
Obviously, we're all horrible at it. But yeah, so I have a lot of respect. I've been to a few games back at Stanford. I have friends on the team. They graduated. They were in my year. And yeah, like just a really intense game. Like a lot of respect for water polo players.
Now we jump back into the water polo pool with 3 big events on the way. First up, it's October, so it's got to be time for the October PCA 12 and Under Classic. We're headed back to the Keno Aquatic Center in Mesa, Arizona for one of our most fun events of the year. 12 and under competition. This event gets bigger every year. Looking forward to all the action, the big party on Friday night. It's all coming later this month. We'll be there and have full highlights of the event. We'll share them right here on the Counterattack. Then as we get into November, two big events. First up, our Champions Cup, November 2nd through the 4th. It's our 14 and under National Championship Tournament. It heads back to Bloomington, Indiana and Indiana University. We'll have all the coverage right here on the Counterattack. And then the following weekend, November 10th through the 11th, the Collegiate Cup, bringing together some of the top women's college water polo teams for a weekend of high-level competition. These teams all gearing up for the 2019 season. It'll be here quick. Well, the 2018 Junior Olympics may have finished a few months ago, but we're not done telling stories from the world's largest water polo tournament. Over the last few weeks here on the Counterattack, you've seen us share club stories, athlete features, and more, and we continue this week with one of my favorite stories on the 10 and under Oahu co-ed water polo team. It was the first time the club ever sent a 10 and under co-ed team to the Junior Olympics. Most of the athletes didn't know what to make of the world's largest water polo tournament, but they were excited to be there.
Surprisingly, we have 3 of our coaches all have kids that happen to be the same age. Actually, 4 of our coaches, the other one couldn't make it. But we needed to move them forward in water polo, and there's not a lot of options. So we sort of threw together this team, started recruiting from all over the islands and seeing who was willing to do it, and have been training together for the last 6 months, and that's how we got here.
I didn't really hear much about it. My dad was just like, "Oh, Ava, you're going to Junior Olympics to play water polo." I'm like, okay. And so just got here. Was looking around. It's fun because we meet new people and it's just a great team.
Every time if we do something bad, we kind of like focus on and keep doing it and try to do it better.
Some of the families came out early. They did Golden Gate Bridge, Fisherman's Wharf. Some of them went up to the mountains. We're actually staying in a train caboose. We wanted to go camping, but the campgrounds were too far away. We really wanted to make it about the experience. Water polo is great and everything, but really the lessons that they're going to learn is more about everything that happened in the trip.
Well, we just want to have fun and help each other out and maybe win a few games.
And now we close out the show as we do every week with our social media send-off brought to you by Cobian. And before we get into your great posts, we have to recognize our latest winner in the Cobian free sandal giveaway. Don't forget, you can take part. Use the hashtag Counterattack and Every Step Matters together in a post about your water polo journey on Twitter or Instagram, and you can win free sandals just like this person. We start with our Cobian winner. Amber submits this shot from a big win for Homestead High School, and Amber is our winner of our Cobian free sandal giveaway for this week. Don't forget, you can take part. Use the hashtags Every Step Matters and Counterattack for your chance to win. On to the ESPNW Summit, where Maggie Steffens was in attendance once again. Always a great event. Awesome gathering of some of the best female athletes in the world. A great water polo weekend shared here from Steph on Twitter. More ODP fun from Casey Greenewald as the Olympic Development Program continues their training. You may have seen this past week, I talked with Jesse Smith in our latest Instagram interview. Great stuff from the 4-time Olympian.
I think that sports should be fun. So I still have fun playing water polo, and I know that all you guys out there, anyone that signed on to this loves water polo. They love playing. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. It's a sport, right? You're supposed to have fun. It's a game.
And last but not least, got to check out our man Alex on Instagram, Water Polo Bannerera. Really fun stuff. He's been posting all kinds of creative water polo designs. Make sure you give those a look, Team USA and Greece here. So there it is, some of the best water polo on the internet this week. Keep those submissions coming. Use the hashtag Counterattack. If you want to win, also use hashtag Every Step Matters. That does it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for joining us. And don't forget, when you're on the Counterattack, look weak side.